So, Lou, was there something you wanted to say in the last segment about part-time champions?
Yes. The part-time champions that we have on both brands, SmackDown and Raw, are not even being defended in the Elimination Chamber. What is this? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TFS Pod, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast, the number one show on the Few Show Channel's YouTube channel. Didn't I just say it 2 times? The number one show on the YouTube channel. Number one show, beating the butts of the other guys who go in front of a screen and a camera, and I don't know what they're doing over there. This is the number one show, talking about the number one topics going on in your mind, talking about wrestling that you like. This is 24/7.
Damn right.
And that's
Ric-Hard. And let me just say, it ain't the A show unless you could go on there and do it without pants on.
Yes, no pants. Actually, today I think I'm wearing pants.
Actually, I am wearing pants. But, you know, I've made my point.
Yes. So the A show is this one. If you want to talk about the Few show, this is the Few show. So yeah.
And naturally, for this segment, I do feel it important to say that I am the current A player of the A show because I believe, 2 points ahead of you on the prediction contest.
Yeah, let's bring up the scoreboard.
2020.
Let's bring up the scoreboard. What's the scoreboard?
Scoreboard is 3 points for me. I've got wins with Royal Rumble, AEW Revolution, and if I'm not mistaken, what was that other one?
The Takeover. No, not Takeover. I took Takeover. No, Takeover was the tie.
Takeover was...
Oh, no, I won Takeover.
No, you won Takeover. Yes, you won Takeover. That's your point. And you also got a tie on... Jeez.
Worlds
Super
Collide.
Showdown was my third win.
It was Worlds Collide.
Super Showdown was, Worlds Collide was a tie, and then Super Showdown was the one that pushed me even further. Yes. So I am at 3, you are at 1 win, and we are at 1 tie. And we've got another pay-per-view to do some predictions on with WWE's Elimination Chamber.
Yes, Elimination Chamber, where the top championship will not be defended. The part-time champions. But we do have we do have some good, exciting matches. I'll admit that. So
yeah, considering that our last segment was literally, man, WWE doesn't know how to build up their mid-card. We're also turning around right now and complaining, wow, way to completely exclude the top of your card from this show. But yeah, this is actually looking pretty decent as a show, all things considered. Currently 7 matches announced, 2 of them being the Elimination Chamber match itself, which those do take a while because it's 5 minutes in between people coming into the match.
Yeah.
So at minimum, they're 20 minutes long. But so far, let's go with what we got and do our predictions. Because, Lou, you really need to get a point on the board.
Oh, okay. Now, this one is a match I'm looking at. It says Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. They've been having a rivalry about saying, Drew Gulak can teach Daniel Bryan what his mistakes are, and he has pointers on it and all that kind of stuff. So you had a point about something odd going on here?
Yeah, so I had a theory that I was saving for this segment. I'm of the opinion that I don't think Drew Gulak will actually be the one to face Daniel Bryan on the show.
Wait, let me make my prediction.
Oh, you want to make your prediction first? Okay, all right, fine. You want to start it off? Who do you think is going to win between the match of Daniel Bryan versus possible jobber Drew Gulak?
Took me a tough one here. Give me 20 minutes to think about this one. Daniel Bryan.
Oh, wow. Who would have thought? If the match goes through, Daniel Bryan beats Drew Gulak.
Okay.
That's an interesting prediction, Lou. Very. It
was a tough one.
You're really risking it all on that one. Okay, so let me give you what my theory was on this. I honestly don't think the match will actually take place. If you look at the segment they had, Daniel Bryan says, "Why don't you step in the ring and show me what my weaknesses are yourself?" and Drew Gulak kind of doesn't say anything. What I'm expecting is Drew Gulak comes out and says, Daniel, now I know you challenged me, but I actually found the perfect person for you to face to show you what your weaknesses are, and someone else will come out. Now, this is a great theory. However, I haven't thought of anybody that will actually come out and take Drew Gulak's place.
Oh.
So my other theory is that if this match does happen, in which case, yes, I'm going to agree Daniel Bryan wins. We're getting that on the board right now. But my other theory is either the match won't happen at all and Drew Gulak has a substitute put in, or the match happens, Drew Gulak loses, and then we see an appearance by someone, in other words, Daniel Bryan's actual opponent for WrestleMania, appear. And I'm predicting, if it's going to be someone, even though it still seems early, for them to make their debut or their appearance, I think we might see the person behind these recent glitches and hacking things coming out during SmackDown.
Okay.
The person behind that might show up, and the rumor has it it's going to be Killer Cross.
Oh, okay.
And if he comes out, he'll attack Daniel Bryan after the match with Gulak, setting up the actual rivalry for WrestleMania.
That'd be exciting. I hope it does come out that way.
Or, and it just hit me. There we go. I have Drew Gulak substitute right now.
Who?
Sheamus. Think about it. He's in a throwaway rivalry with Apollo Crews and who? Shorty G.
Oh, Gable.
Just have Sheamus come out. Just have Chad Gable, the name we should be calling him by. Because Shorty G is such a stupid gimmick. But Sheamus comes out. He kicks Daniel Bryan, beats him in 18 seconds, and Drew Gulak says, exactly, those are your weaknesses.
Okay. All right. So we're on the board now, but we both picked Daniel Bryan, and
we both we both agree Daniel Bryan wins.
All right, moving on.
Drew Gulak.
Next one, Aleister Black versus AJ Styles. No disqualification match. Oh no, I'm sorry. I did jump the line.
Yeah, you're skipping a match.
Oops.
Well, we'll go to that. We'll go to that. The match you jumped after this. All right, we're gonna do it. We already brought it up. Let's talk about the result. So you went first last time around. So I'm gonna go first on this one, and I'm gonna go bold on this one because I can. I have a lead, and I'm gonna say my boy Aleister Black wins it.
Ooh, going with Aleister Black.
Yeah, I know. It's a risky move, but I think Aleister Black might actually win it. And the reason being is AJ Styles is facing him in a no DQ match. We all know what that means. It means you're gonna have Anderson and Gallows interfere, and then you're gonna have an equalizer appear and a nice moment of unity between Aleister Black and The Undertaker, and then he'll get a win over AJ Styles, which of course AJ Styles will completely derail on the Raw shows after this pay-per-view. So Aleister Black beats AJ Styles. That's my prediction.
All right, okay, you picked that one. Okay, well I'm going to go another way with this one, and this one
of course you are.
I'm going to pick AJ Styles to win it. And yes, I do agree that there will be interference by the OC, but they will interfere somehow. Aleister Black will still survive being attacked by them, but he will lose the match to AJ Styles. But after the match, I think we have a visit from the dead man.
So you're predicting what is it?
I'm predicting the AJ Styles wins it. He pins him. And then they start beating up on Aleister Black, and then Undertaker comes out and saves him.
If you know what I would suggest as the way to do it, if I wanted to go with that route that you predicted, which by the way is what I kind of feel would happen. If they wanted to go that route. I just want in my mind that Aleister Black gets a bit of a push out of this feud. But if that's the route they're going to go, what I would have them do is you would have AJ Styles and the club beating him up, and they're standing tall over him. AJ Styles has, he does the thing where they have their arm raised and Aleister Black's lying on the ground.
Yeah.
So you have the AJ Styles is standing over him, legs apart, and he's pretty much standing there. And then the lights go out, and as the lights come back on, instead of Aleister Black being on the ground, it's the Undertaker on the ground.
Oh my God!
Circa TLC 2000, I believe it was 2009, where CM Punk and the Undertaker, and they do the exact same spot again. Taker gets up, beats up the club, and then sets up the WrestleMania match again, pretty much to hype that up.
Nice, I like it, but I like mine better.
Yeah, you like yours better. Okay,
that's the same thing. But okay. So we disagree on that one. You picked the Aleister Black, I picked AJ Styles. Next match is going to be for the United States Championship, Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. Now,
okay, well,
you went first in the other one. I go first in this one. I'm gonna stick with the champ to retain, even though I'm having a bad feeling about this. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Live on air, changing it. Live, recorded on air. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Andrade. Andrade to win it, just to retain.
Bold. All right, I'm not going to do the song and dance for this one. I'm not going to do the song and dance, and I'm not going to give you free points. Andrade's retaining, guys. Come on.
Damn, I just thought of a bad one. I already made my pick. It's Andrade, but I hope not. Carrillo wins, and then it just sets up a triple threat match or something for Mania for the title. Oh, what? I hope not. That doesn't happen. Anyway, we both pick Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade retains. That's my prediction. And I don't think he's going to have a WrestleMania match for the title.
That's why
he's going to be...
Or Garza versus Carrillo. Oh, God. Otra vez. I said in Spanish. Anyway. Here we go. Next match. The Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins. Montez Ford. The champions versus Seth Rollins and Murphy.
All right, so you went first on the last one, so I'm going to go first on this one. And I'm going to predict Street Profits retain. They're clearly setting up Rollins versus Kevin Owens for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what role Murphy and AOP are going to play in this. I think AOP is going to go after the Street Profits instead.
Mm-hmm.
And Rollins and Murphy will be involved with the rivalry with Kevin Owens more so. But yeah, it's very obvious they're moving Seth Rollins away from the tag team titles now and having him focus on his feud with Kevin Owens again.
All right. And
Street Profits reclaim.
And I'm going to pick Street Profits also to win this one. I do think that AOP has to get involved somehow for the titles here, which I feel will be something in WrestleMania that we could see. So that's why I kind of feel like you got to have the Street Profits face them, face AOP, and that's why I think Seth Rollins and Murphy would lose.
Okay, all right. Point of agreement so far. We're all in agreement on what matches except for one. These next three are going to be interesting. So
yeah, these are going to be interesting. Okay, and the next match we're going to have the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles. Okay, that's going to be The Miz and John Morrison, the champions, versus the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston, versus the Usos, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, versus Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker, versus Lucha House Party, which should have been the Revival, by the way. Some rumors about that one. Anyway, and then versus Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
Hey, come on, call him by the tag team name. It's Rudolph.
Rudolph.
All right, Lou.
So
the floor is yours.
The floor is mine. I think that the champions will be Miz and Morrison. I think they retain.
You think they're retaining? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't see the New Day winning it yet right now. I was hoping for something to happen with that. That was going to break up. Jimmy and Jey Uso. I don't know who they would. I don't know if they would be fighting the Miz and Morrison for the championship. Yeah, and then Heavy Machinery. They're gonna have I see a future feud with Ziggler and Roode. Lucha House Party is a throw-in. They just threw them in there because they couldn't, because of revival issues. I've heard.
Yeah, you gotta pad those numbers. Somebody's got to be the sixth team.
No, but also because I heard the contract issues with the revival. They were actually supposed to be in there.
Okay, all right.
But yeah,
right.
I just think that the Miz and John Morrison will retain.
All right, so I'm gonna make my prediction now, and I want you to keep in mind we did find out that Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are the final team entering the match. So naturally, they're not going to win it.
Congratulations, you're the last one to enter the match, but you're going to lose.
Yeah. So, considering the amazing performance by Tucker and Otis on SmackDown recently, right before the show, I think they're a strong chance of winning the match. However, it's not going to be New Day. Let's eliminate them right now. Big E and Kofi Kingston are currently setting up the break apart angle. I think it's going to happen the week after Mania, for sure. At this point, the Usos, they're still in purgatory after that DUI scandal, so they're not getting that win. Mm-hmm. And Lucha House Party is, they're the filler of the match. They're definitely not winning that match. Essentially, it's Heavy Machinery, maybe Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, and Miz and Morrison as the contenders to win the match. And it all revolves around the fact that Miz and Morrison recently won the titles, so they're a safe pick to go with because it's their first title defense.
Yeah.
Heavy Machinery has the face run going for them where they looked impressive, and Otis is clearly popular with people on the SmackDown fan base. Mm-hmm. And Dolph Ziggler's just the heel who it would be perfect to, if they won, you have Otis and Tucker have a shot. Ultimately, I don't think that Miz and Morrison will lose this match, though.
Yeah.
So I want to say there was a story in there where I could be like, yeah, Heavy Machinery wins it. He's got the tag titles. He looks like a winner. And then Mandy Rose actually goes back and says, you know what, Otis, like, I thought about it. I found out more stuff, and I'm willing to go on a date with you again. Because Dolph Ziggler's a loser.
Oh.
Something like that. And then Ziggler and Roode get a title match going into Mania. And then Mandy Rose does the big betrayal. Something like that, I was thinking maybe.
Oh, yeah, I remember you had something about the betrayal.
Yeah, I did predict that. I think they might go with that. However, I just don't see it in the cards. I think they're going to come with a close runner-up status in this chamber match. I would be amazing if Heavy Machinery won it after that showing they did in that gauntlet match. But I'm going to stick with Miz and Morrison.
Okay.
Miz has still. I think Miz has had 3 appearances in the chamber, and he has not. I don't think he's won a chamber match before, or maybe he's only had 1 chamber match and 3 eliminations.
Oh, okay.
But he hasn't won an elimination chamber before. I would be very intrigued to see that happen for him. He's my boy, Misfit from the very beginning. Miz and Morrison, chamber victory, make it happen, WWE.
All right.
I'm pretty sure they're going to retain.
All right. Okay, we both agree on that one. And then the next matchup we're going to have is 3. It's going to be a 3-on-1 handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship. It's going to be Braun Strowman, the champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. So, I went first on the other one, and now it's your turn.
Fair enough. It's my turn. I'm going to be honest. This match does seem difficult to predict.
How?
Only because it just seems like a safe way to take the title off of Strowman without anybody like raising eyebrows and being like, "Oh man, they buried him." However, considering I gave it some thought and I said, Braun Strowman is the guy that won the tag titles with a 10-year-old, so I can see them going, yeah, he can beat 3 people in one match all by himself, especially if one of those people is Sami Zayn and the other one's Cesaro. Those might as well be negative tag team members.
I know.
I'm going to predict Braun Strowman retains against all odds.
Against all odds. All right. I'm going to predict for that match, Braun Strowman retains as well. Because I don't see what's going on by adding Cesaro and Sami Zayn in there. Because even if it's not a handicap match, you know that in whatever match they were going to interfere, they were always going to be in there in the background doing something, causing havoc. And then he'd have to go to the outside, Braun Strowman, and run around the ring and knock everybody out and that same stuff, which I bet we're going to see it once or twice during this match. So, yeah, I don't see what. I mean, they're not doing any help for Shinsuke and pairing him up with the other two guys. So, I think Braun Strowman wins.
Okay. All right.
Now, the next match. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, here we go. The most unpredictable match of the night.
In the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Women's Championship. Right? So, the winner here
we go.
The winner here will face Becky Lynch. Right? No, am I mistaken on that? Yeah, we'll face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania. So now we're going to have Natalya versus Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler versus Asuka versus Ruby Riott and versus Sarah Logan.
Oh boy, who could win?
All right, so you went first. I go first in this one. This is going to be a tough one.
Give me a break.
I'm going to need another 20 minutes to think about this one.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I think it's going to be Shayna Baszler winning this one. And
wow, no, really?
And I don't know.
You sure about that? You sure you don't want to double think that?
And I don't know what the point of the other people in there are. I know the point is to feed him to her. She'll probably be the first one that comes out and defeat all of them in that chamber. That's how I kind of feel.
Okay, all right, that's an interesting theory. I have a theory of my own, and I'm gonna give it to you on how I think the match is gonna play out, and you're gonna be surprised. I think you're gonna be surprised. So I predict that probably to start the match off is gonna be Ruby Riott and Natalya, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have Natalya and Ruby Riott starting off the match, and then at some point, Sarah Logan's going to come in. And you'll have a triple threat going on, and then at another point, Asuka's basically going to come in, and she's going to start dominating. And then Liv Morgan's going to come out, and for some reason, you would all think that, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, they all after that recent segment, they all hate each other, right? I honestly think they're going to try to swerve us in this match and make us think, oh my gosh, like it's not going to be Shayna Baszler. And what you're going to see is the Riot Squad is going to pull a fast one, and they're all going to rejoin in this weird alliance. And they're going to start off by eliminating Natalya, right? So Natalya gets eliminated first by a reunited Riot Squad, despite the entire setup for this match. You think the Riot Squad is going to implode? They all reform. They beat up Natalya. And then Asuka tries to mount a comeback right before, close to before Shayna Baszler comes out. And then they pretty much destroy her. They demolish her, but they don't pin her. So she's like thrown through a pod window or something and beaten up. And then they hear the countdown going on, and all the Riot Squad is standing in the ring, and they're surrounding Shayna Baszler's pod.
Okay.
She's last, right? So everybody's thinking, oh my gosh, Riot Squad's gonna team up on Shayna Baszler and eliminate her. And you're gonna have Shayna Baszler come out and demolish the Riot Squad. And she's gonna basically she'll start by having Sarah Logan tap out at some point, putting her to sleep. Then she'll do Liv Morgan, and then you'll have Ruby Riott and Shayna Baszler going at it in the ring. Asuka's going to be off to the side, and then you'll have Ruby Riott get eliminated by Shayna Baszler also. And it comes down to Asuka and Shayna Baszler, and then naturally, Shayna Baszler wins.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
And that's the idea that I think they're going to have for a swerve. So you'll be setting up the Riot Squad back in the ring for like a one-time thing, where it's like, yeah, they don't like each other, but they decide, we don't like each other, but let's have one of us win the match, basically.
Huh?
Because they're in there with some pretty heavy hitters.
All right. Okay.
That's the best way I could see them trying to like throw a swerve in the match for what would otherwise be a very predictable match.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there we are. There's your predictions. You have Shayna Baszler. I have Shayna Baszler. We both picked Braun Strowman. We both picked The Miz and John Morrison. We both picked Street Profits. We disagreed. We disagreed on Aleister Black and AJ Styles. You picked Aleister Black. I picked AJ Styles. We both picked Andrade, and we both picked Daniel Bryan to win. So okay, so there was one disagreement in this one. Hopefully, I come out on time on this one again. We'll try to win one at least. We win another one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, because I really went on a limb on Aleister Black there. I almost wanted to go with Drew Gulak just to like.
Oh my god.
Just to mess around, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. You gotta earn those wins, Lou. That's how it goes around here.
All right. So there you are. These are our predictions for Elimination Chamber, which will be on Sunday, March 8th. On the WWE Network. Why am I promoting that? They can do their own. They can do their own promotion. There's our own.
You could see it on the WWE Network, folks, for $9.99.
No. I don't think it costs. We're not doing the promotion for them. Forget that. Do promotion for us.
What do you mean we're not doing the promotion, Lou? Come on, Vince is paying me money for this.
The check didn't. What? Paying you? The check didn't clear for me. Okay, so yeah, listen to us here on the Few Show podcast on the Few Show channel. Also. Some might be on 24/7 Miami also. So anyway, yeah, let's check us out there. But I have one. No, I don't have actually. No, actually, yeah. You know what? I do have one last question for you.
Well, okay. What's the question?
The question is, will Becky Lynch come out to attack Shayna Baszler at the end of that at the end of that last match?
I'll do you one better. I think I know what's going to happen at the end of the match.
Go ahead.
Shayna Baszler is going to be in the ring, and then Becky Lynch's music is going to hit, and she comes out. She raises the title up in the air, and as she does, Liv Morgan's passing her by, really defeated, and then they're going to make out on stage.